What's going on, guys? HDK Titan here with another balloons video. And first things first, as always, I hope you guys are having an amazing day. So if you guys missed it in the previous video, we went ahead and beat Cards and Darts on Chimps difficulty. So if you guys are struggling, maybe you need a little bit of help with that map, feel free to go back and check that video out. But in today's video, we're going to go ahead and beat Moon Landing on Chimps difficulty. I went ahead, I tested the strategy that we're going to be using multiple times. I tested it in Sandbox, I tested it in the actual Chimps difficulty itself multiple times. On top of that, there was one extra test in there where my mic messed up during the recording. So this strategy has been tried and tested, a grand total of like 8 or 9 times. So I know it works. Anyways, the hero that we're going to be using is Quincy. Yes, we will be using Quincy. It's the first time that I've been able to actually pull Quincy out, since he is my favorite hero of all time because, one, he looks really cool. They did a really good job with his player model and stuff like that. He looks pretty cool with the skin as well. But the towers that we're going to be needing for this strategy is the Dart Monkey, the Boomerang Monkey, the Mortar Monkey, Monkey Ace, and the Wizard Monkey, the Alchemist, and Monkey Village. Of course, there's a lot of towers involved here, but it is a complicated map, and this is a difficult yet fun strategy to play. It's not that hard to set up. It sounds like there's a lot of towers involved, but there's really not. The Dart Monkey and the Boomerang Monkey are just here to make sure that we make it through the initial setup. So we're gonna place Quincy right here. Nowhere else. He needs to go right there. Otherwise, otherwise we're gonna fail the map. And Quincy is basically gonna carry us through these initial rounds because he can see camo balloons, which is why he's such a good tower for this actual map. Now, the first tower that we're gonna get besides Quincy is gonna be the Start Monkey. The reason why we need the Start Monkey is that Quincy's gonna miss one balloon, and we need the Start Monkey to pop that balloon. Yes, I know it sounds silly, one balloon for one tower, but that's exactly what we need to make sure that we pass it using this composition. Now, I'm sure there's other compositions out there that may work a little bit better, but at the same time, I know this strategy works. I came up with it, so that's why I'm confident in showing you guys, because I know it works. So we're going to place our Boomerang Monkey right here, and because the Boomerang Monkey is Boomerang curves, it's going to allow him to hit the big pile of balloons that gather up here in the center, which is why I use him in this strategy, because this tower allows us to actually proceed and get our actual strategy online. Alright, so we're just going to save up and get Glaives here in just a second. Now we just need to have him at a 2-2, that's it. As soon as we get him to a 2-2, then we can just leave him there, look at him, he's going to look pretty, he's just going to sit there and pop balloons. That's it, just a 2-2, nothing else. Alright, the next tower that we're going to be getting online is actually going to start working towards our actual composition, and it's going to be a Wizard Monkey. Alright, so as soon as we get enough money, we're going to go ahead and get our Wizard Monkey online, and then we're going to start building up our actual composition. Alright, there is our Wizard Monkey. So we're going to need to place our Wizard Monkey right here. There is a reasoning behind all of this placement, so when you're placing your monkeys, try to keep them as close to what I have as possible. Otherwise, something could mess up, you could miss a balloon, or something could go drastically wrong, and I don't want you guys to fail. I know this strategy works, I've tested it a few times. That's why I'm showing you guys, because I want you guys to go ahead and blackboard this map just like I have it. Next thing we're going to be getting is we're going to be getting Wall of Fire, and that's just to help with all these smaller balloons. It's going to do, or it has a lot of popping power, which is why I use it to start off. And since Quincy can see camo balloons, we don't really need to worry about camo balloons too much in the starting rounds, which is why I'm not getting Monkey Sense. Monkey Sense will come, just not right now. Alright, so next thing we're going to be getting is we're going to be getting a Mortar Monkey. We will place the Mortar Monkey right here and start lobbing in all of the mortars to help out with the spam. And Keep in mind, we do want to keep an eye out for big clusters of camo balloons because Quincy is the only tower that we have that can pop camo balloons right now. We will get another wizard monkey going here in just a second, but we want to make sure that we're able to take care of all lead balloons and we have enough popping power at this current point in time. Now that I'm confident that we're going to be able to pop all of the lead balloons, we're going to go ahead and work in and start getting more wizard monkeys. Now we want to make these wizard monkeys as close to the wall as possible. And that's just so we have enough room for future towers that we're going to be placing down here shortly. Alright, if you guys can't tell in the background, I have some Christmas music going since it is the holiday season. If you guys are enjoying it, let me know in the comments below. If you guys aren't enjoying it, be sure to let me know because I want you guys to enjoy the video. I want you guys to have a good viewing experience and stuff like that. Alright, so now we have a big cluster of camo balloons that are coming through. We just want to keep an eye out. If we need to use Quincy's ability, we will use it. We shouldn't have to since we now have another tower on the field that can see camo balloons right now. So we're just going to go ahead and keep things chill, keep things calm at this current point in time. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and get Arcane Blast on our second wizard. Then we're going to go ahead and get Arcane Mastery on both of these towers, and then we're going to start getting a monkey village going as well. Keeping in mind the entire time, I'm going to say this multiple times throughout this video, keep Quincy's powers in mind. He will get you out of any tight situations if you need it. Now, I'm not saying you're going to be in any situations where you need it. I do know there's going to be a couple of rounds where we will in fact need Quincy's abilities. Round 98 is the prime example that I'm going to use because that is a difficult round to get past simply because there's so many Moabs that come through in that round and they're all reinforced. So when we get there, I'll let you guys know what to do and when to use his abilities exactly. But other than that, you guys shouldn't have to worry too much. So we're going to go ahead. Now when you're placing your monkey village, you want to place your monkey village right next to this track here and towards this top wall. Let's go ahead and use Quincy's ability to go ahead and pop this Moab. And we didn't struggle one bit. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get another monkey village going right next to the other one. Let's go ahead and get cheaper prices for all of our towers. Now we're going to go ahead and get radar scanner that we can help out our Quincy, and our wizard monkey was popping all of the camo balloons. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get one more wizard monkey, and then we're going to place a wizard monkey all the way over here by himself. And this wizard monkey plays an important role. So do not forget about him. He will be used and he will be a big factor when it comes to to the later rounds. So with this wizard monkey, we're actually going to upgrade him and get him to the same as the first wizard monkey we placed down. We want him to have wall of fire as well. So we're going to have two wizard monkeys that have the wall of fire and two wizard monkeys that have intense magic, monkey sense, and all of that stuff. And there's a reasoning behind all of this. And you guys will see in the later rounds why I have the towers placed where I have them placed, and I have the upgrades I have. Alright, so the next upgrade that we're going to get is we're actually going to get artillery barrage, and that's going to help with massive amounts of popping power, which we're not struggling at all right now, but we just want to make sure that we're popping all the balloons and we have the most popping potential on the field at any given point in time. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get bigger radius and juggle drums just to speed up our tower's attacks, especially since we can afford it. It's a good ability to have. Alright. Next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be setting up to get Arcane Spike on one of our towers. We shouldn't need it on two, so we're just going to leave it at that. Now we will have enough money to get Arcane Spike on two of our towers if we need it. Like I was saying, we shouldn't need it. we want to get our Arcane Mage on the field as soon as possible. Now when you're thinking about doing the Arcane Spikes, you want to do the Arcane Spikes that you have the 302 on, because they have the faster fire rate and the more popping potential opposed to the 2 Wall of Fire Wizard monkeys. We basically just have the Wall of Fire to help out with spam and add-ons and stuff like that. Now that our Quincy is leveled up to level 10, we now have 2 abilities, so remember, keep your eye on those abilities throughout the entire map. If you guys are struggling at any point, you guys can hit his second power up here, which is the Arrow Storm. It will help clear out the spam. It'll do massive damage to Moab class balloons. Just make sure if you guys do get in a tight situation, you remember you guys do have those 2 abilities. Now we will be getting a Monkey Ace at some point as well, and a Alchemist. We do not need them at this current point in time, but we will need the Monkey Ace by round 98. It is a fact that we will fail round 98 if we do not have the Monkey Ace. Just keep that in mind for when you guys are getting up in the higher rounds. We don't need it right now, but like I was saying, we will need it in the future. So let's talk a little bit about this monkey right here. The reason why we place this monkey here is because the Wizard Monkey in the Arcane field has a Pierce ability, so it's able to shoot through balloons. So when you get those big clusters of Moabs that come through, he's able to hit all of the Moabs at the same time, and since the top root of the Wizard Monkey does increase damage to Moab class balloons, it's going to assist with popping all of the Moab balloons and getting the add-ons out in the field. And that's where the Monkey Ace comes in. The Monkey Ace is going to take care of all those ceramic balloons and make sure that none of the ceramic balloons make it through. Alright, so back to the game. We're doing fine right now. We are getting the big clusters of ceramic balloons coming through, but we're able to pop them. We're getting them popped before they make it to the second crater, which is awesome. So we're just going to keep up all of the work we're doing right now, and we just want to keep an eye on if things are getting a little hairy. We're going to transform this tower right here from a tier 3 into a tier 4. Right now our 1 tier 4 is doing fine with our second tier 4 mortar monkey along with our Quincy. So we should be getting our wizard monkey somewhere in the 70s rounds, but right now we don't need any additional towers. If we do, we have $20,000. We can quickly slow it down, use Arrow Storm, use Quincy's abilities. That way we can play catch up and then upgrade a different tower. That way we have more popping potential. But as you can see, we really don't have too many towers on the field. We just have 4 wizards. We have 2 really low tiered towers. We have the Quincy and we have our mortar monkey. And we're doing really well. We're already at round 70, popping all of the balloons that come through. Like I was saying, I hope you guys enjoy the Christmas music. It is the Christmas season, so it's time to be happy, time to be cheerful, time to be generally nice to all of your fellow human beings. So just keep that in mind when you're out and about. Just stay positive. I hope you guys are having an amazing day to keep that positivity up and keep the positivity going. I know I'm harping about positivity, but I'm just all about being happy and making others happy. Alright, we should be able to afford our Archmage here in a couple of rounds, which is awesome. We're going to get our Archmage on the field, which is going to guarantee that we're going to make it to rounds, or to the 90s, because the Archmage does an insane amount of damage. Once we get the Archmage on the field, we can get all of these up to Arcane Spike, which the first one that we're going to do is we're going to do this Wizard Monkey here, and that's because we want him to do damage, or pierce damage to the Moabs that come through. And like I was saying, I'm going to say it again, remember, Quincy does have his abilities that should be off cooldown if you guys haven't needed to use them yet. If you guys needed to use them, don't feel bad, it's alright, no big deal. We just want to make sure that if we are in a tight situation, we're able to take care of any balloons that come through. So we will be getting Archmage, Probably this round. Yep, this round. So as soon as we can afford our Archmage, we're going to go ahead and get him. And there is our Archmage. Now we're going to start getting Arcane Spikes. I'm going to go ahead and place down our Monkey Ace, just to get him on the field and going. He can hang out, be a dude, be a monkey, whatever you want us to do. So this is pretty much what the final positioning for all of our monkeys is going to be. This is it. Like, we don't need any more towers, we don't need anything special. It's just, this is what we need to beat the game. Alright, so now I do want to get another Arcane Spike going, but we also need to get up to tier 4 with our Monkey Ace as well, so we need to keep that in mind. We need to make sure he's at a tier 4 by round 90, 98, otherwise this composition is just not going to work. So we're doing fine right now. Let's go ahead and get him up to never miss a target, rapid fire, and lots more darts. That way we can keep an eye out of when we're going to have enough money to actually get him up to a Spectre. But I'm actually going to go ahead and get Arcane Spike first, because we are starting to get a lot more Moabs, and we do have the DDT, or the ZOMG that's coming this round. So let's go ahead and use Quincy's ability to help pop the ZOMG. Perfect, no worries. Now we can start saving up to get our Spectre, and then we do need to get both of these up to Arcane Spike as well. But we're going to go ahead and get Spectre first because we do have Arcane Spikes on the field. I just want to guarantee that we're going to have the Spectre by round 98. Like, we should have it no problem because we haven't spent money on these two yet. It's just a really good tower to have, and he's going to be able to pop all of these ceramic balloons on round 98. And remember, we also do have to upgrade our Alchemist to buff up our Spectre and our Archmage. Just things that should be floating on in the back of your head. And of course, I never got Monkey Intelligence Bureau, but we haven't needed it yet. Let's go ahead and get the Spectre first, and then we're going to go ahead and get Monkey Intelligence Bureau as well. Alright. That's how well this composition works, is you don't even need to get Monkey Intelligence Bureau until the later rounds. We will need it by round 90, that is a fact. Because we're going to want our Archmage and our Mortar Monkey to be able to pop the DDTs that come on round 90 exactly. Let's go ahead and pop Quincy's ability. I just lost track of my cursor for a second. Alright, there's Monkey Intelligence Bureau. Perfect, now we can start getting the other Arcane Spikes and our Alchemist upgraded. Go ahead and use Quincy's ability. Perfect. That's exactly what we wanted to see. The next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to actually get another Arcane Spike, because we're going to get a lot more Moabs that come through, so we want to make sure that we have that popping power that the tier 4 Wizard Monkey has. Now you can see why we went to Spectre, because the Spectre does massive damage as well. That's pretty much what this composition is all about. It's just massive amounts of damage coming from multiple different towers. Remember, I'm saying it again, Quincy does have his abilities. If you guys get into a tight spot, remember you can pop those at any time just to get you out of a tight situation. When round 98 comes, we will need to use Quincy's abilities right off the bat to make sure that we're able to pop all of the reinforced Moabs, and we aren't gonna lose. It's actually not round, yeah, it's round 98 that we need to make sure that we use his ability. Alright, and then if we can afford extra towers past this point, we can go ahead and get more towers. We can get an extra wizard monkey going as well to help out with the Moabs. But right now it's going really well. We're going to be able to get our stronger stimulant and our acid pool. Perfect. So now that we have extra money, let's go ahead and get another wizard monkey going. Just to help out with the Moabs and the DDTs that are going to be coming here shortly. Alright. Perfect. Here's round 98. Go ahead and use your ability. Perfect. Let's go ahead and upgrade him to an Arcane Spike. Alright, and use Quincy's ability again. Perfect, there's round 98 done. Here comes the reinforced DDTs, no problem because we have all the wizard monkeys. Now we have the bad balloon. This is going to bring an end to the video. As soon as we pop this bad balloon, we are going to be golden. And there we go. Let's go ahead and use the Arrow Storm. And that brings an end to this challenge. As you can see, this composition worked extremely well. We did not struggle 1 point throughout the entire video. If you guys enjoyed, please feel free to leave a like, leave a comment, let me know what you guys were thinking of the composition, if there was something that I could have done better. If you guys know of another composition that is fun to play, feel free to let me know. If you guys know of a different composition that does work better on Moon Landing, be sure to let me know. I feel like the composition that I just used was the best composition to use because I don't know if you guys saw, but we didn't even have a single balloon that made it to the third crater. But again, it's completely up to you guys what you guys thought. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys want to, or if you guys are looking forward to future videos, please feel free to like and subscribe. The next map that we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing Haunted. I have another really good strategy that works extremely well on that map. So look forward to that. And I'll see you guys in the next one. I hope you guys have a great day.